FIBA. Is that FIBA website?
Yeah.
And it's like that. Positive energy. Calm. Positive. Calm. Yeah. You see me, it might sound hard than a trap, but I ain't gonna talk no gibberish. I'll talk facts about how we've all been lied to, but we don't care about that. Constant distractions, all setbacks with iPhones and iPads, all that crap. Can't get rid of it, even though at times I'm a hypocrite, struggling, but I never tell myself I'm gonna quit. League of my own, I'm hardly seen around, I'm that ghost. Third eyes open like nobody knows I'm crazy. The most people don't know, so I speak my mind, yes, that's what I chose. When I talk real talk, then I expose, cause I got a lot to say, cause I know not just that, the feelings inside most. Like, it's positive energy. I'm about that positive energy. I know that positive energy, that's what I'm bringing, and that's what I meant to be. Yeah, positive energy. Yeah, positive energy. Yeah, positive energy, that's what I'm on, and that's what I meant to be. I'm about that positive energy. I know that positive energy. I'm like positive energy, that's what I'm bringing.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the Ross Barnett Show. Another week, another Wednesday evening here with the crew, live and direct. Barnett, what you saying?
Not saying much, really.
Not saying much.
Nah, just been out shooting some pheasant this morning. That's why I got this cap on.
Shooting some pheasant, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after the show, I've got audition for the new Pinky Blinders series.
What's Pinky Blinders?
I don't know. That's what everyone's been saying today about my hat.
Okay.
Some old gangster thing.
I don't know. I never heard of it. All right, so look, I think we got somebody special. We got a special guest with us today. You might
on
know
every
this
week.
guys. Like this guy's full of himself, isn't it? He's full of himself. But yeah, like we just want to welcome to the show, man, like Greg Streete.
Greg Streete, yeah. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for having me on.
Yo, thanks for joining us, bro. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, another good week. Let me turn this down. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in. I want to send a special shout out to Shani, who's in the studio today and is going to be joining us later. She's looking mad nervous in the back. Not even going to lie. She's looking mad nervous, but there's nothing to be nervous about because I know you people are going to show love in it. So it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, man, before we get into that and we're going to interview Greg, Barnett, man, tell us what's going on, innit? What's going on? And bruv, move over to the left a little bit, man, because you're like crowding
You're
me
going
the
on like
sofa,
your legs
fam.
are long, like.
You're crowding me on the sofa, fam, man. I need my space, you get me, bruv? I wear boxers, you get what I'm saying? I need my space, bruv. You get what I'm saying? Anyway.
You need a box. I know that.
Yo, I got plenty of them when I was young for my mum. Mum, I love you still. I love you. Well, go on, man. How's your week been, bruv?
Yeah, it's been good, man. It's been good. I'm just looking forward to Christmas now. I know it's early,
Yeah.
but I'm looking forward to Christmas now.
Why? What are you looking forward to?
Food.
Bruv, every day's Christmas as far as food goes, bruv. You can eat like a pig whenever you want to.
Nah, not Christmas Day, because you can eat like a pig on the one day, and the day straight after you can eat like a pig as well, and then the day after that you can eat like a pig as well.
Okay.
You can't do that every day, bro.
Bro, personally, like, I'm not looking forward to Christmas, innit? Like, that's just, for me, a mad waste of money. But shout outs to my wife, because she made a nice suggestion, and there's a good chance for Christmas I'm going to be somewhere different, yeah, than I usually am. So that's all I got to say about that. But yeah, I'm not really looking forward to Christmas, man. It's just a mad waste of money, bro.
It depends on how you celebrate Christmas.
Bro, I celebrate like everybody else, buying people meaningless gifts.
Not me.
That basically they're just gonna open up. It's gonna give them 5 minutes of potential joy, and then except for my kids, like my kids, they get what they want. So, do you know what I mean? But do you know what I mean? I just think Christmas is. I mean, it's nice to be with your family. That's what I do love.
Okay, but that's what Christmas is about:
Yeah.
being with your family
Yeah,
and your
yeah,
loved
yeah,
one.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not about the spending the money on presents for people who then buy you the equal amount of present. Like, oh, I'm going to spend £10 on you. How much you spending this year? £10. I spend £10. What's the point?
Yeah, it's true. Do you do that Secret Santa thing? You do that with your work?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Secret Santa at my work is so dud because there's
It's funny.
only like 5 people in the company who are in the UK, so it's pretty like obvious. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit dud still, but I remember Secret Santa back in the days when I used to work in a company with lots of people. I just used to buy people scratch cards. Do you know what I'm saying?
So lame.
Hey, that's potentially the best gift you could ever have.
Why?
Bro, imagine someone scratched a scratch code. Imagine you got a
Okay,
scratch code
go on.
as a Secret Santa, bro,
Yeah.
and you won like 100 bags.
Imagine if
How
you
would
got
It
a
wouldn't be
six-
secret for long.
How would you feel?
Imagine-
It wouldn't be secret for, bro. If I did, do you know what? If someone bought it for me and I scratched it and seen that 100 bag, I would have a mad dilemma in my head, innit? I'd be like, yo, if I put this on blast now, I know bare people are gonna be
Yeah.
look. So I'd be like, oh nah, but thanks though, thanks, and I'd just pocket
Yeah.
it, and then I'd be like, yeah, I'll try and find a way to duck out.
That's
the
why
office.
you're not getting a scratch card from me. But what about
I think it's a good gift.
what
though.
about those people that scratch card and they win nothing? Then that is a
but-
disappointment. That's like,
Yeah, but
man, fuck these fools.
nah, but most Secret Santa gifts are pretty useless, innit? You can't really get a great gift for £5. I'm not really a good gift buyer. Like my sister Angela, she's good at buying gifts. Like she will buy something that's really thoughtful, something that's really nice, and it doesn't have to cost the earth. Do you know what I mean? She's very, very good with gifts. But me, I'm just like, I'm not very good with it, bruv.
Well.
Not very good at all.
Let's hope Sash does all this shopping then.
Yeah, she does a bit of shopping still. She does. Yeah,
A bit,
Yeah.
all of it,
a bit.
all of it.
So anyway, look, man like Mr. Streete joined us this week. Bristol legend. Like at one stage, are you still classed as the face of basketball for Bristol?
Some people would say that, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just because I've been in it a while and, you know, I've dedicated a lot of my life to it and stuff.
Yeah.
Others, maybe not.
I would probably say you are the face of Bristol sport.
Oh.
That's big.
I'm saying that.
That is big.
I'm
bro.
saying I'm a sports guy. I know a lot about sports, and your face is, you know, the face of Bristol sport, because I know there's a lot of children out there that you have inspired to play basketball.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of their fan base when it comes to basketball, I probably interacted with them in like the primary schools and stuff that I've gone
Yeah.
into, and then they've seen that connection with Bristol Sport, and then they've kind of got into it with Bristol Sport and stuff, you know. So it's a nice little pathway there, yeah. But the face of Bristol Sport, I don't know, maybe on the basketball side.
Well,
yeah.
that's you. That's my opinion. I'm the
Yeah.
Bristol guy. I do sports radio, so I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm right.
And like talking about the kids' perspective, my son Tion, he fully rates Greg in it. Like he rates you. He's a fan.
Yeah.
He's a fan. And when I told him that you was coming on the show, he was looking forward to seeing you still. And I know that he sees you because my son, you might be watching this, son, and if you are, I hope you done your homework. But basically,
Yeah.
he basically recently made it for Bristol Flyers. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So over the moon. But he looks up to you. So.
Yeah, nah, he deserves it. I mean, like like I said, I knew about him even before I knew that you guys were even related. You know,
Yeah,
he's the one
yeah,
that
yeah.
came to me and said that, oh, you're going on my dad's show and stuff. And like, I would always give someone the time of day if they give me the time of day. And he comes up to me, he's very polite. He says, "What's up, Greg?" and stuff. "How are you?" and that. And I say, "How are you?" And you know, he kind of like, it's never sort of like I look down on him or anything, or I'm a see myself as a role model. I see myself more as just like a good friend, you know.
Okay.
And if he wants the advice and he wants the help, I'll give it to him. And
Yeah, yeah.
every Friday when I see him, he gets it, you know. So
that's real,
wishing him
man.
all the best, man.
No, my respect.
Face of Bristol sport. That's all I'm saying. Did you hear that?
No, but your face
you
was
hear
on
that?
billboards, isn't it? It was on billboards and
It was Bristol Green 2015.
Yeah.
So Bristol Sport asked me to be an ambassador and represent Bristol Sport for the Bristol European capital and stuff like that. And
Okay.
they slapped me on loads of billboards in Cabot Circus and by Tesco and all kinds of madness and stuff. So yeah, that was weird. That was real weird. Seeing my face like driving the M32 and seeing a big picture of me was crazy.
I would
you
have
know?
pulled over like handbrakes.
Yeah, I took
Take
some
pictures, take
pictures, some
pictures.
selfies and stuff, you know.
Nah,
but
that's big,
that
man.
was a big achievement for me, definitely.
that's big, man.
So how did your love of basketball start? How did it come about? Was there any other sports that you were interested in before basketball?
Yeah, I mean, I was football. You know, we're in England, it's football. Everyone picks up a bit of football and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was playing football, playing a bit of rugby. I went to Whitfield, so I was like a big, you know, sporty school and stuff.
Yeah.
And my love from basketball just came from the desire to dunk. That's all it was. And so all I wanted to do was dunk the ball, you know. And all my other friends were playing, and I was an average player. I wasn't amazing or something, but I just needed to dunk the ball. And through me training to try and dunk the ball after every training session and stuff like that, playing at school and everything else, I just became addicted to basketball, you know. And then when a referee who was refereeing a school game seen me play and he thought I had some talent, he asked me to come on to a Bristol Bombers session, and then I just never left the club, just carried on playing from there.
Big.
Yeah. So
So-
some silly little thing of dunking, actually, I built a career around it and stuff. It's just crazy, you know. You never knew where it was going to come from.
I think every kid has that dream of dunking, though, innit?
Yeah.
And what was your, when you did dunk the ball? Let's not say for the first time in practice, but in a game, what was that
Yeah.
like?
That was amazing. I can even remember it as well. Can you remember your first dunk? I remember my first dunks, clear as day.
I've got my dunk was a tip jam. I can remember that.
First?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair play, man.
that's just me. That's why I got my
That's
name.
just
You know
right?
my name.
Yeah, all right, we ain't gonna go into that. But yeah, my first dunk was at Bristol University in a schools game. It was a school games final. I think we were playing like St. George or Speedwell at the time. And yeah, they were sat in the zone, and I went to the basket. We all planned it. Me and my friend said, right, I'm gonna screen this guy, and when you come in, Greg, run in and just dunk it, right? And I said, okay, I'll give it a go. He'd screen the guy. The lane was open, so I went down and then I dunked it. And I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I like this. You know, this is a good feeling. And I, you know, like scoring a free kick is kind of cool. Tackling someone in rugby is cool. But dunking the ball, that's another level right now.
Yeah.
So with that energy, I just kind of pushed it forward.
Sorry, I just got it. You said yeah, like you know.
Well, I've dunked before. I've dunked, innit?
What, digestives
Listen,
and a tea?
listen. When I used to go to school, yeah, we had one of them little trampoline things. You know the trampoline thing where you run up and then you
Yeah.
can jump on it? And like we set that up in the hall, and I felt that feeling. So
Yeah, you got that
I know
feeling,
I
yeah.
know what it's like. I know what it's like.
Touch the ring, yeah.
Sorry, Greg. Sorry about that. Oh,
Yeah, man, that's where it all started, man.
And for in your you know going on to taking basketball a bit more seriously, who are your influences on the court and off?
And off the court. That's a good question. I was very fortunate enough to have loads of different influences, and I think I was really lucky to have be surrounded by such a great group of people, on the court as well as off the court. At the time, when I started taking basketball more seriously, Lee Treasure and Ty Treasure came over to England to live with their mum and their older brother Pete. And seeing them on the court with that American flavor and then the new skills and stuff that they were doing was just unreal. So I just literally used to copy, just whatever they can do, I want to try and do it and stuff. And that was a great influence for me. And then as I got a bit older, like when I seen myself as more as equals with them and stuff, then I started to look, okay, who's next? Who's the next person to learn from and stuff? And for me, the next person to learn from was Josh Smart, who was a player who was from Bristol, who played for England as well. And he was a phenomenal player. This kid could just play. He could shoot the ball like crazy, and probably to this day, he's still really good at it. And then as I got to like a men's level, I started looking towards Dominic, and I wanted to just be like Dominic. And he literally just kind of took me under his wing, showed me a few things on and off the court to kind of just build me into this player that I am today, and also the man I am today as well. Not everything that he did I agreed with, but it was always a good point of view, and it always helped me to kind of make good choices in my life.
Yeah.
And off the court, it was my mum. She pushed me. She helped me massively. Like, she took me to all my trials, Southwest, England, Great Britain, you name it. She was the one driving me there, making sure I was there on time, making sure I had shorts, making sure my shirt was clean. Like, she did the lot, like everything. So on the court, I had great support, great teammates, and off the court, I had my mum's support. So it's a great chemistry.
Cool. That's cool, man. Always helps when you've got family pushing you to push yourself. And Dominic Filbert, obviously. I trained with Dominic Filbert one time.
Yeah.
He was
Another
a
level.
beast.
He was nuts.
Dom
He
was
used-
a beast.
He used to
Another
have
level.
me doing bench and arm weight, and then he would tell me I had to go and shoot like 50
Yeah.
flipping jump shots.
Yeah,
And your
yeah.
arms are heavy, you can't do nothing. It's mental.
You need positive people like that, and like I'm trying to model what I do on what he did to me as well. Like the way that he helped me, I'm trying to pass that on to like 5 or 6 kids, and then hopefully they pass it on to 5 or 6 kids, and then hopefully before you know it, we've got this massive pool of kids who are just good role models within the community and able to kind of help people through, and then hopefully we just have a better society altogether. Even if it's around basketball.
Okay, so 12 years you've been playing. Is it 12 years professionally now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a long.
Yeah.
That's a long stint. What would you say was your? I'd say what would you say was your top 5 moments in those 12 years?
Cool. I'm glad you said top 5. Because a lot of people say top 1 moment.
Nah,
It's
I'm
too
gonna
hard,
give you 5.
man.
I'm not like these other guys. These
Yeah,
other
I appreciate
presenters.
that. Give me
I'm
5.
doing real
Yeah.
stuff here. I'm real.
It's real. Yeah. So top 5. Okay. Number one would probably be doing my first windmill in a game. That was an amazing feeling because I felt like I got Dominic's approval.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The windmill was always his dunk, you know, and the first time I did that in the game, he looked at me like, oh, hold on a minute, like, where did that come from? You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, do you know what? I've got my master's approval type thing, you know what I mean? So that was a great feeling for me, and I remember that to this day as well. That was in Birmingham at that time. Next one will probably be winning the Division 1 Cup. It's the first year that I was a captain of the Flyers. We went to the National Cup final and beat Manchester. And
Giants.
Giants, beat the Giants. That was a great achievement because, like, I remember holding the cup up and stuff, and the fans were cheering and everything, and that was a real nice sense of achievement. Being able to look over at my teammates and seeing them all happy and buzzing, that was great. And so that was another good moment. Another one would be when we made promotion to the BBL. We needed the win against Leeds making the playoffs in our first year in the BBL. So we were sitting 9th in the table. We needed the win against Leeds to finish 8th to make the playoffs. It was a big game, and it was at home in front of our crowd. Like, Bristol Flyers crowd was just crazy. It's amazing. They were behind us 100%. And we came back from, I think we were down 15 in the fourth to winning by 15 or something like that. So that was a big game. I had a great game myself as well, so it was like a real nice way to kind of get into the playoffs in our first year. So that was another one. Is that 3?
That's 3. You got
three?
2 more. 2
more.
Come on, I'm giving you loads.
Bringing my son to my first game was definitely a highlight for me. Even though he was only he was in his car seat or whatnot, but just knowing that he was there was great. You know what I mean? That was an amazing feeling for me. Last one.
You don't have to say me and me, by the way, but that's cool.
Catch a lie in there? Maybe?
No.
We haven't met on the court though. There's still time, you know.
Don't say that.
There's still time.
I like
There's
to
still
see
time.
that. This guy got beer mouth, innit? I'd
I
like
know,
to
right?
see you windmill on this guy, innit? I like to see that. I like to see that still.
You know it's my name.
Yeah.
You know it's my name on the court. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. I'm gonna get my last one though. I think I know my last one. My last one will probably be playing my last game. The last game that I played for the Flyers. We played Newcastle at home in the first leg of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And towards the end of the season and stuff, I was coming off the bench and stuff, just being a role player, just doing whatever I need to do for the team. And I came off the bench, had a great game, had like 15 points, 9 or 10 rebounds or something off the bench and that. And I just felt like it was just a great way to finish like my career on the court, on the home court with the Flyers and stuff. And even though we lost the game by 1 point, we still pushed them to their limits.
They're a tough team, Newcastle.
Yeah, to
Really
this day,
tough
the
team.
Flyers haven't beat Newcastle. So, to lose by 1 point, and we had a shot on the buzzer to win it. And
Don't say no
unfortunately,
names.
our guy got fouled. He got fouled. He did get fouled. And, we disallowed. So, that was a great feeling. We lost the game. Like, you don't have to win to have like a memorable time and stuff. And so, I really... so that's 5. That's a good 5. I'd say.
Yeah, that's a good 5.
Yeah.
Andreas obviously was interviewed after the US Select game.
Yeah.
And he was saying like he was kind of lost in a way because you weren't there.
Yeah.
And after obviously 12 years of you being there, he's not got because you were basically you've come up from youth all the way up from youth to seniors to now leaving the team. I think there is for me, sorry Andreas, but I think there is a big hole there missing.
Yeah.
So I think you need to get out to some games just to show your face, or get people to get some cardboard cutouts.
Yeah,
to
stick
have
them
your
on,
face-
tie 'em up.
Yeah, have your face out there.
Nah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna just
more.
continue. Yeah,
Go for it,
because,
go for
like,
it.
This guy.
Let's do it.
Jeez, man.
What? This guy what? Hold on. We got a question. Quick one from Greg Parks.
Go on.
He said, Barnett, what's your number 1 basketball moment?
Oh, dunking on the 6'10" England player when we played at St. George School. I gave him a little shimmy. You know my shimmy move. That's why they call me. I'm not going to say the name. Give him a little shimmy on baseline. Took off and just kind of tomahawk dunked on him. That's probably one of my many. But I don't really do things for me. I do it for my fans on the court that I play with.
All right. Back to Greg.
That's a good one.
Okay, so what advice have you got for the younger generation of ballers coming up, wanting to probably go into professional basketball, or, go to college in America, or even just stay over here and play basketball?
Yeah. My best advice that I would give to a young person would be balance. I always think that balance is key, and as I've got older, I've realized like balance is everything in life, and in order to be that professional basketball player or even go to college in America and stuff, you have to have the balance. You need to have that education on balance. You need to have your family life, your social life on balance, and things like nutrition and health and stuff. Everything has to have balance. And I feel that the kids or the young people who excel find that a lot easier than the others. And I know that when I was going through college and stuff and trying to juggle assignments and coursework and basketball and playing for 3 teams and then trying to have a social life, it was tough. And as soon as I managed to get that balance right, things kind of fell into place. And I would say, to any young person out there, just get it all together, and that's the only way you're able to push your basketball forward, because you don't want other things putting you back, like sitting in detention or, not eating because you're at a training session and, you're starving hungry because you haven't eaten right that day and stuff, and that way you're not going to get the best out of your training. So I would say balance is key.
Okay, cool. And this is kind of coming off. I want to. Well, I'm sure everyone else wants to know. What do you do for chill time away from basketball? When you're not thinking about basketball, what's Greg Streete doing?
What am I doing?
And that's like no coaching either. No coaching. No, strictly no basketball.
Okay. Well, for the last 7 years, it would be paying attention to my kids. Because I've been a dad for the last 7 years, so that's an easy one. I just focus on them, whether it's ironing their school clothes or if I need to, play games with them, play some frustration or something, whatever it needs to be done, you know what I mean? So, yeah, for the last 7 years, it's been easy. But before that, I used to just socialize, man. I like my music. I listen to music a lot. I like watching TV shows, not necessarily like EastEnders and stuff like that. More things like, like anime or real-life TV stuff and bits and bobs like that.
This guy loves anime.
I'll put it out there. I ain't got no shame in my game. Yeah, hell yeah.
Anime, that's what
I just sit down and watch some anime. It makes me chilled out, and it keeps me away from basketball, which is what's needed. You can't be basketball 24/7. You need to have balance. So, I would say, spending some time with my friends, watching some anime, listening to music was what I used to do when I was younger and stuff. And now I'm a bit older. I'm Daddy Greg now, so
Daddy Greg,
big up Daddy Greg,
making sandwiches in the morning.
Sandwiches, my days. My son, and he's probably not watching now, but he does my head in. He don't want no butter on his sandwiches because he don't like butter, but he has butter on like sweet corn and other things, man.
That must make it easier to make the sandwiches.
No, because I'm thinking that sandwich is going to taste dry.
Yeah.
Some people like
my mouth goes dry just at the thought of it, and he just loves it.
That's tough.
Jeez. Okay, so what's next for Greg Streete? What is next? What's your plans for the future?
Okay. Well, I haven't actually even put it out there. I ain't even told anyone what I'm actually doing at the moment. So this could be an exclusive that you're getting right now.
We'll take it. We'll take
exclusive. So over the summer, I was applying to be a fireman. And I've gone through the whole recruitment process, and I start in October.
Big. Yeah, man, that's wicked.
So,
that's wicked.
I needed like a new challenge, something fresh.
This guy, he's like a superhero.
Yeah, for real.
He's like a superhero.
Yeah, but all the work in the community and stuff, they really like that. When I was doing my personal statement and when I did the interview, etc. And the work with the community was key. Obviously nowadays, being a fireman, you need to be out there in the community, spreading the word and stuff, and they love that. So I start in October.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I want to be a fireman as well now.
Let's do this.
You need that yin and yang, innit?
Yeah.
Like flipping heck.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So I'm training training up until December, and then in January I'll be on station. So I'll find out where I'm going to be, whether it's Temple Meads.
That's so big, Greg. Like.
Yeah, that's what's next for me, man.
Nothing but respect for you for that, because flipping heck, from being the sports face of Bristol to being someone who's going to be out there rescuing lives and stuff, that is big. That is really big.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Flipping heck. I can't even.
Shocked, did it?
Yeah, I'm proper shocked.
Yeah, and I haven't really told anyone yet either, because I'm a humble guy. I don't really like to put it out there and stuff. So, yeah, but what better than Ross Barnett show?
That's
the
big,
first
man.
day, guys. Greg Streete, and I can say that you guys know. I know a lot of people because I'm me in it, but like all over, universal. not internet, universal.
In the
you get me?
universe.
Universal. But Greg has to be one of the most genuine, nicest guys I know, and that's standard. And if anyone else has got to say anything about that, I'm here, innit?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like this is the first time I've met Greg, and I feel like I really feel like you're a genuine, humble guy, innit? And I think that I've seen it in my own household. You are an inspiration to the youngers, definitely. Do you know what I mean? So I think everything you've told people has been real inspirational, and I think the fact that the next level of your career is going to be saving people, bruv, that's amazing, bruv. That's big.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Yeah, it'd be a nice challenge, especially stepping away from basketball. It'd be like a really positive way to kind of use my time. So.
Yeah, I don't want all you women out there phoning up 999 though after October, all right, just to see Greg in his uniform.
Yeah.
Don't be doing that, all right? You get fined and shit.
Get fined, yeah.
Flipping it, Greg, it's been great having you, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Seriously, man.
Appreciate it.
Wow.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for joining us, bro.
No problem.
All right, guys, man, stick with us. We're going to be back after the break with Shani, but I just want to say big up to Greg. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be back in a bit.
And it's like that. Positive energy. Calm. Positive, calm. Yeah. Calm. Yeah. You can't see me. Might sound hard than a trap, but I ain't gonna talk no gibberish. I'll talk facts about how we've all been lied to, but we don't care about that. Constant distractions, all setbacks with iPhones and iPads, all that crap. Can't get rid of it, even though at times I'm a hypocrite, struggling, but I never told you.
It's not a mystery, cause I get things popping differently. It's not a good look like the thoughts I'm getting me. I'm waking up in the morning sweating, then come back and flood the block. I was on my own way, weren't gonna stop. Star quality, they can't match the bars, honestly. Let them say they're gonna end up there. Been working on my new shit, fresh off the press. This was exclusive. After the night, see that the bars that I write. See, now pass me the mic. Got bit unfitness songs that I'm sitting on for you to sing along. And I don't care what another MC's done. Tell them talk shit and I'll bury them. The streets like a traffic warden. Me, I'm the type to back it all up. Into grams and into quarters. Them man hicks and stacking more fun. You know I like coping with your emotions. I'm losing the clothes and I got a lot of anger. It's like
nobody knows I'm crazy, the most people don't know, so I speak my mind, cause that's what I chose. When I talk real talk, then I explode, cause I got a lot to say, cause I know, not just that, the feelings inside most. Like, it's positive energy, I'm about that positive energy. I know that positive energy, that's what I'm bringing, and that's what I'm meant to be. It's about positive energy, yeah, positive energy, yeah, positive energy, that's what I'm on, and that's what I'm meant to be. I'm about that positive energy, I know that positive energy. I'm like positive energy, that's what I'm bringing.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Ross Barnett Show. I hope you're enjoying things so far. I want to say big up to man like Greg Streete, and it came through and totally ripped it down. So big up to him. And guys, if you are interested in connecting with him, look for Greg. He's on social media. You could connect with him and yeah, find out a little bit more about what he's doing from here onwards. But yeah, without further ado, we want to welcome our next guest host. Big up Shani. Welcome to the show, Shani. You gotta talk into the mic.
Very much.
You gotta talk into the mic. You gotta talk into the mic. So look, guys, like basically, some of you who are tuned into our page, a few days back, we put out a request saying that we wanted a female co-host. And I want to say thank you to everybody who expressed the interest. Thanks to everybody who DM'd us. What we're going to basically do over the next few weeks, we're going to have like a little bit of a revolving cast. So we're going to have different female presenters come and join us on the show and basically just give us their insights. Because we felt it would be good to get a female perspective on some of the topics that we talk about, innit? So yeah, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
She's my cousin.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for that. So look, we got a few topics, a few things that we want to talk about, and I think the first thing that I want to talk about, this has been going on, like it's been kind of like bubbling for the last few days. is Kevin Hart. Yeah. So
It's been bubbling for a while, isn't it? Probably a month or so.
I'm not. No, I think about a week or so, bruv.
Yeah, because he got caught. There was footage of him in a car with another woman.
Oh yeah. That
So this has
happened.
been going on
But
for
I
a
think
while.
that's a different woman to who he actually was in the. I think it was a
this
different
is
woman to
someone
who.
else.
Yeah. So again, for those of you who don't know, like Kevin Hart, basically,
He's really small.
Allegedly, obviously we all know he's really small, but like allegedly, he's in a sex tape. Yeah, and I've seen a sex tape. It's not an explicit sex tape. But apparently it's supposed to depict him and a woman who's not his wife doing a thing. And then he basically posted a video on social media where he's kind of making like an apology, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like an
So he's
indirect.
admitted to what he's done,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And apologising.
All right.
Apologising to his kids and his wife.
So
Yeah, over to you guys. Like, what do you think about it, Bon? What do you think about it?
I just think it's some. I'm sure that happened in his previous relationship, but for me, you can't keep on saying I'm not the perfect person. I've made a mistake. You've got to, at some point you've got to learn from your mistakes. Okay, you've got kids, and how I look on it is, how would you like that if those things happen to your kids, to your daughter? How are you going to feel then? Because for me, you can't say shit to those people that do anything to your daughters without your going on. Too many times, man.
He's
Too
sowed
many
that
times.
seed down already. He's already, involved his children. Okay, don't even worry about the wife, because
All right.
she took it on,
Yeah,
and she done knew what he was about already.
Yeah.
That's how she met him, innit?
That's how she met him.
That's how she met him.
The only thing that I would say that I kind of feel bad for it is that when you're pregnant, is very, very sacred.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in touch with nature, you've been blessed, and you've got a different kind of feeling. And to be hurt while you're pregnant isn't nice.
Yeah.
It isn't nice. It takes away everything that's beautiful about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel sorry for her with that. My man's apologising, and then you see her taking his dogs to the vet and all that. Like, she's like taking his dogs to the vet. Do you know what I mean?
Throw them in the pool.
And then you got on the grey tracksuit, like you're just hard done by. Like,
Yeah,
put on some
yeah.
bars, get your weave done and go out there, because whichever way you're winning.
Yeah.
But
You
his ex-wife has basically spoke out about it as well,
Have
isn't
you
it?
seen her pictures?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
my ladies come out like, me tell ya.
Yeah.
She's been in some cut-out swimsuits. My lady's got her hairline going on.
Wow.
Still using his surname. Like, I told you what he's about. And yeah, it's my time to shine now. Have you reading up on her? She's going in.
Yeah. And that's what she's saying. Yeah, like she's actually saying it's my time to shine.
Yeah.
She was like, the way she kind of worded it was like, oh, Kevin bust before me, but it's my time now. Like, I was always gonna bust, but Kevin. Why? I honestly feel like, first of all, do you think his new wife, so his current wife, do you think she's gonna stay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna stay,
Yeah.
innit?
She looks kind of soft.
She look. On the other side of the coin, like, mistakes do happen, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people make mistakes in life. They do, man. And we can't...
Yeah. But the difference is he's put himself in that situation.
Yeah, he
to
has,
make
yeah.
that mistake where he should have known, I shouldn't be around in this situation right now. I need to go.
So, I tell you one of the things that makes it kind of bad is that he was on the Breakfast Club, like, a few months prior to this all coming out, saying that because he's quite high profile, he can't even be cheating because he's always going to be worried about, is the girl on her phone and
I
is
don't
she
even
taking
reckon
pictures?
this is the first one the new wife knows about.
Nah, probably not.
I just think he just got caught out with this one. I think he's
Yeah.
always done it.
But look, we've got to appreciate, like, when you're worth, like, he's worth something like 100+ mil, yeah? When you're that guy, women do people throw themselves at
Yeah.
people, don't they?
Yeah.
So, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna judge him. Obviously, he made a mistake. I think you have to judge him based on what he does to try and make it right.
He ain't doing nothing.
He did nothing.
He's just gonna do that little apology thing, and then he's gonna
Yeah.
keep quiet for a while, bust a new show, and it's all done with.
Well, this is the thing. As a comedian, it's his place. if he's honest about it, I think if he comes out and he's very honest about it, like if he does a new show and he talks about his mistakes,
Well,
I think people will embrace him.
50 Cent tweeted and said, he said he can't wait to hear Kevin Hart's latest situation in his new stand-up.
Yeah, because
He can't do that though.
He can't
Because
do that.
he's gonna make his wife now look really stupid.
Yeah,
like.
but he made the wife before look stupid.
Yeah. All right, what do you guys think about the point of view that says if you win somebody, so if you get with somebody and they cheated with who they were with before to get with you, the likelihood is they're going to do the same thing to you anyway.
Leopard.
Yeah. So should she not be surprised then?
No, she
She
shouldn't be
ain't
surprised.
surprised. She's taking the dog to the vet.
Yeah, real talk.
But she should be taking him to the vet to
ain't
go and get the
surprised.
snip.
And the thing is, she didn't even look distraught.
Well, I don't know. Like, she probably in a big ass mansion, you know. Like, I don't know.
That's something she wins both ways.
But it's bad, isn't it? And I'm not trying to justify what he done. Obviously, what he
Sound
done
like
is
you're
terrible.
defending Kevin Hart.
Nah, I'm just trying to look at it from the perspective of we don't know how many women he's like told to leave him alone. Like,
You ain't telling
maybe he
no
just
one.
broke down. Maybe it just got too much for him one night, and he was like, "Shit, man!" Like,
No, that
I
wasn't
don't
the
think-
first night he seen her. He was
yeah,
too
no, that's
cozy.
true. That's
He was
true.
too
That
cozy.
that did look kind of.
Yeah.
I don't think Kevin Hart's the kind of person to tell people to go away. He loves attention. He loves attention. Kevin, holler at me, man. I know how to deflect this attention.
I don't know
But
what.
the problem is, you're really short. Where me, I'm tall. I can look above everyone's head. You're really small.
Yeah,
like
but I don't
Rowan.
know.
So
In the real world, yeah, he can stand on those 120 M's he got, and he's a lot bigger than your ass, motherfucker. Nah, not really. Not
not
really,
right now,
really.
It's
but
just
yeah.
quite sad that he's come so far in his career. You know, he works hard,
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know, and there's always some negativity coming out. Like, just keep it real and just keep focused and do what you're doing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? These things always kind of bring them down a notch. I think it's just like stupid.
I think even if he was faithful and didn't do anything wrong, there'd always be some crap
Yeah, that
even
they
made
would
up
try,
about him.
yeah.
But for him, he should have just stayed on that path to know within his soul that he's a good person.
Yeah. Oh, I can
days.
see that. I can see that. All right. Do you think
That's some run shit
do you
right
think
there.
as a yeah, you need the BlackBerry and the bathtub. But do you think as a result of this, his popularity is going to drop though?
No, it shows a bad.
He'll probably go up.
That's what I think.
Because more of those groupies are going to be on him now.
Yeah.
But because apparently she wanted to extort him for 10 mil, innit?
Yeah.
She wanted 10 mil, like.
That's what he's worth, innit?
Nah, he's worth a lot more than that. He's worth 120 mil, allegedly according to Google, innit? So I don't know, but it was bad because obviously she had the whole thing set up. Even the way, like, when you watch the video,
Yeah.
the way she's got the camera position, like, she'd set it there, and obviously it had been recording for a while.
I just thought maybe he can't handle his drink, because how come you never really caught what was really going on?
Yeah.
Unless it's some long time girl that you just got bare trust in.
Yeah. Or maybe you know what? You make a good point because when people are drunk and they're using other substances, they do kind of
Yeah.
lose it a little bit. So maybe that was what was going on.
Do you think he takes other substances?
I don't know. I would
He's a
think it's
small
probably
guy.
his drink.
Double.
He's a small guy, so like a shot glass will be like a pint glass to him. That's a lot of liquor.
I
Not a
really
lot of
like
places.
double.
Not a lot of places have those little thimbles, mate.
Who knows what he's taking? There's like 1,000,001 drugs that these celebrities take,
Yeah.
especially in America. Like they're getting high off all kinds of shit over there, bro.
I heard
It's a
they
different
take,
level.
what do you call it? Is it hoopers or something like that?
Rohypnol.
Nah, there's something like Rohypnol, but it's something that they smell. It makes them feel nice.
I don't know. They take all kinds of shit in it. For those of you who do want to find out, listen to like the latest Future rap song. I'm sure that's gonna tell you what kind of drugs people in America are taking in it, because the Mollies and the Percocets and all that, all of these drugs that I don't even think you have these things in the UK. People don't really
What,
take them.
we got Spice at the moment.
Yo.
And the Cobra.
Yeah.
Spice is going wild, innit? Like, the amount, have you seen all the videos
these
online?
videos, but I just don't see none of it in like on the street. So I'm like,
I'm
who are
thinking,
these
shit,
people?
what is this? Is
It's
it like
crazy.
korma, turmeric, All them kind of spices. What kind of nutmeg? What kind of flipping?
Bruv, it's
things that they
synthetic,
mix?
innit? It's not natural. It's synthetic. It's like chemicals, bruv. It's chemicals. So, and a lot of people are getting wiped out on that still.
Yeah.
Careful.
It's not good.
Be careful.
Not good.
Yeah.
People like cinnamon buns and all that kind of
Serious. Spice. Even
Cinnamon
in
is a
the,
spice, man.
in the
Be careful.
jails, bruv. Some of these people's favorite criminals are going to jail and getting addicted to spice
Yeah,
in
it's
prison.
true.
Like,
It's
But I don't understand how they're getting like any enjoyment of it because
'Cause you're
they're
out of
doing it and then they're
control.
just like
yeah.
on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, nah, forget that. I can't take drugs. I'm such a confident guy. I can't take drugs.
Me, I'm afraid.
So, have you ever taken any drugs at
No,
all?
never taken drugs.
No, have you smoked weed?
Weed ain't drugs, bro.
Okay,
That's
so,
natural.
so that's the only thing you
Yeah.
you dabbled in. What about you, Shani? You don't have to say.
No, I've been a little herb.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a little herb.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
no more, eh?
Yeah.
But yeah.
And is that it?
Yeah.
Do you know the worst thing about weed?
What?
This is the worst thing about weed. Proper weed, not this
Skunk and all that.
crap. Yeah.
Okay.
It makes you hungry as hell. I remember raiding my friends' sister's cupboards, and there was like bolognese. There was some like kidney beans, and I was like, "B, I'm hungry." He's like, "Yeah, but nowhere's open right now." I'm cooking all of
Yeah,
this,
you
and I
want
just
proper food.
cooked up everything. I put plum tomatoes in that as well, can of tuna. I put loads of hot pepper sauce in there, and I stirred it up. And B, probably one of the
Do
best
you know
meals
what?
I've ever
When me and my
tasted.
friends used to go and like run a little zoo and go home, like mum would have cooked in it, so everyone must be like, "Let's go on Shani."
Yeah.
And there used to be like just enough food for one man, but we used to share, cut the dumpling,
Yeah.
cut the potato. Everyone had a little bowl, little salad cream on top, and go in.
Proper.
About 4 of us used to eat one man.
Nah,
food.
proper.
I would have
Proper.
straight up like said, "Boy, I've lost my keys, you know. We're gonna have to go and
Well,
go
you
to
don't
and then
wanna
turn
share?
back."
You don't wanna
No,
share?
I'm not sharing my hard. No way. My potato, my
That's
yam,
cold,
all that.
bro. That's cold.
Slicing that 3 ways.
That's cold, bro. That's cold.
Stop it.
That's
No
cold.
way.
All right. So and that's what we'll talk about. This iPhone X business. Are you not
Shit.
tuned into this? What do you think, Barn?
I think a lot of people are exposing themselves on social media because they're getting afraid because of the facial recognition.
Oh,
They
yeah,
say,
yeah,
"Nah,
yeah.
I'm not getting that." So my girl can, unlock my phone. Why not? What's the problem? What's the problem? That's some stupid talk. I don't bother with those the new when the new iPhones come out. Let people go out and spend all that money on them. I wait 2 years, innit?
I think it's a waste. I think it's a waste of like it's all this hysteria for a product that's pretty much the same as what you've already got in your pocket.
Yeah.
It's just slightly different.
Yeah.
Slightly like.
But then should we be paying more for it?
No, I just think that's a con.
Yeah.
I think they're con. I think iPhone's onto a very good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've got this kind of brainwashing thing that they've got going on with their sales pitch.
Yep.
And they can kind of suck you in.
Yeah.
And if you ain't clued up, you will go out there and spend a lot of money on something that any other product can do.
I agree. And that's what's happening. Every time there's a new iPhone, people go crazy.
They go crazy.
They're queuing up.
Down the roads, like.
Yeah.
Nah,
It's
that
the
one
people
ain't
that put their
catching me.
iPhones on social media. Like, I got the new iPhone.
Yes.
Like,
So
shit, a box out of your hand.
it's
It's glass on both sides, man. It's glass on the back.
yeah,
and
which
on
is
the
like what
front.
the first one was like
And
apparently, right?
the people that I see with iPhones, they shouldn't have iPhones because they're always smashed and cracked to shit.
Yeah.
And to me,
Yeah.
that's not why you get that phone, so it looks all cracked up and shit. My iPhone, I've had for like 3 years.
Never
Not a
dropped it.
scratch.
I've
Good
never,
hands, you see.
I've never. I'm trying to find some wood to. I've never dropped my iPhone and smashed the screen either.
Mine's a bit
so.
battered, but I got like a 4-year-old, so.
Nah, but yours is fine.
Nah,
though.
it's alright though.
It's alright still, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
just like a
the
one
screen's not
little
smashed.
in there. It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
The guy in the middle of the screen looks sick, but yeah. Yeah, my phone.
So none of you guys ain't doing
Nah.
this
No,
iPhone
I don't
thing, no?
follow that.
I ain't
No, I'll
following
wait.
that at all.
I'll wait. My phone
They
at the
get my
moment,
money.
£15 a month.
Yo, that's
8
decent.
gig of data. Talk to me. That's YouTube videos.
How much? £15 a month?
£15 a month.
That's
That's
it.
YouTube videos every day on my way home or when I go and travel. Wherever I go, I've still got like 2 gig left
Bro,
By the time my thing
I got
got-
10
what?
gig, yeah, and I have used 10 gig before. Like, on a couple of occasions, I've run out of data still. But only on a couple of occasions. Sometimes, like, if I'm driving on the motorway, I like to, like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Listen to things, like
Yeah.
stream music or what have you.
I'm always streaming all
Yeah.
the time.
I don't watch movies on Netflix when I'm driving on the motorway. Obviously, that would be ridiculously irresponsible. But, like, I have burnt out a lot of data in the past. so.
Even that's general shit.
Yeah.
The way they set up their own thing. Like you're saying, yeah, I want this, I want unlimited. The
Yeah.
people in the shop are looking at you like, when I went in there, I'm asking for you, they're looking like, what plan are you on? They're like, nah, iPhone don't do that. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
iPhone don't. And then they just tie you in.
Yeah.
I'm on iPhone. My daughter's on iPhone. My bills are coming up. I'm just like, what is this? Then it's telling me your data's nearly done. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
Yeah.
They need to sort out a thing because nobody needs unlimited texts anymore. We got WhatsApp in it. So bun
That's
the,
true.
That's
bun
true.
the unlimited text.
Yeah.
You can also call on WhatsApp and on Facebook. So really,
Yeah. All we need is data.
We just need the phone
really,
and
all
data.
we need is
That's
data.
it.
That is it.
Yeah. That's real talk, bruv. All we need is data still. Steady stream of data and we're good. We're good. We're good.
Goes to my head in. Trying
Yeah.
to rip us off with all these. Like I can't work out in my head because I was paying £45 a month for a phone, and then I'm like, why am I paying so much for this phone? Surely they're making more money back by the 2-year contract. Is that more?
Yeah, you've paid more than the phone.
And then I'm paying
And extra.
for unlimited text. I never text no one anyway. I use WhatsApp and usually voice notes. And and that's it. And they try and bump you up. And the guys in the phone shops, I tell you what, you'll get better business if you did SIM only contracts in it and told the phones like, come back with your old phone. You got 2 years left in it.
But that's
Upgrading.
where they make their money in the handsets. I don't even think like you can get SIM only.
But that's people trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah. How much is the phone?
What the iPhone?
grand.
It's like a grand.
grand.
Who's doing that?
But there are people who go out and buy the handset, you know.
Yeah, but I know.
Nah, not me.
No.
Not me.
I can buy a flipping, what do you call it?
It's alright if they do a one little exclusive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And we've only got 100 of these, and that's it. It's done.
Yeah.
Then it's fine. Do you know what I mean? But this bringing out every minute. I'm just like, you don't think you're onto something, but I don't think that's gonna.
Yeah, it's a con, innit?
Keep that up.
It's just marketing. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just good marketing. It's just hysteria about the same product, just slightly different.
Yeah.
I know this
Also-
facial recognition thing. You don't have to use that, do you? That's just an option. Like a lot of the phones these days got retina scanning and
Yeah.
stuff.
The only reason they want that stuff on the phone is basically to get certain people's faces.
They
on-
already
on
got
the-
that
on
through
the system.
Snapchat though. There's bare
Yeah, but
people
there's
whose
a lot of
faces
people-
on the grid through Snapchat.
There's a lot of people that don't use like Snapchat and stuff, and they like to show off the phone. Even the phone now, I don't have Snapchat or nothing on my phone.
Yeah.
Just me looking in this camera, they can get my face.
Yeah,
They can log onto
do
my
you,
phone
do
and
you
get
use
my
the
face
fingerprint, the thumbprint thing?
Yeah, I got the fingerprint.
Yeah, so that's like, is that biometrics? Is that what
don't
that's
know.
called? They've got your fingerprint. There's a lot of information that they've got on us all
Yeah.
anyway. Do you know what I mean? I think iPhone's one of the worst phones for invading your privacy anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's got your location on lock. I'm sure there used to be this thing where it was broadcasting your location all the time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you had to turn it off through service settings or something like that. There was
And
a
they
little
got
bit
that
of...
on that Snapchat thing now, innit?
Oh, it's...
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
location
the-
thing,
Yeah.
innit?
Actual pinpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not safe. It's not safe. You got to be careful with your
Technology's
kids.
dangerous, guys. You just need to go back and get Nokia 3210.
Do you know what I mean? The little Mars bar one.
Yeah, and a pager. I've got one. My wife found her old one. That's mine now.
Pager.
A pager.
Nah, that's...
A
Do you reckon
Zap.
that don't even work no more?
Yeah, it does.
Yo, the
We
Zap,
called it.
The
We
Zap
called
was
it.
the best one, innit?
We called it, yeah.
Nah, the Zap, is that the one that like it had the screen on the front and then it had like buttons underneath?
Yeah.
That was the best one, innit?
3 buttons, I think.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the best one.
Yeah.
I had the cheap BT one. I'm not even gonna lie. No way could I afford the Zap. I was at school them times still.
I
So
didn't
was
even
I.
think I had one, you know.
Things was tough.
I had a mobile phone.
This
in
is what I
school
try to
talking
tell
about.
my youth,
Yeah.
yeah? When she starts going on about, Mum, have you dealt with the phone yet? I'm
Yeah.
just like, listen, I had to wait until I was 16 and I had to take up my own contract.
Yeah.
I've been paying your bill since you were 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, little does she know. You see this Christmas, yeah, free paper, bun.
Yeah.
You worked
Yes.
for a year and I've been allowing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, your free paper bun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that done now. My kids keep asking me, Dad, when will I be able to get a phone? I said, when you get a job.
Nah, that's
when
the
you get a
yo,
phone.
real talk. That's the
When you
best
get a
thing to
job.
say.
Straight, I'm
That's
not
the
buying
best
my
thing to
kids
say.
no phone. You
We
can
would
buy these
even
little...
ask our parents for a phone.
I had a
Exactly.
phone in secondary school.
What you
so,
did?
Yeah.
Well, your mum got your phone.
Yeah.
Yo, you're lucky, bro. You're lucky.
Golden child, innit? But they got these watch things now for kids. They're like a watch, and it's an actual phone where only 2 people can have the number.
I've
to
seen
call.
Oh,
those.
okay.
Which is good for kids. But why is my son gonna be calling me on his little watch phone?
Yeah.
He sometimes like FaceTimes me as well on the thing. And I'm like,
I think like there is an element, there is a safety benefit, I guess. Like if your kids walk home from school on their own and stuff like that, but for your kids at the moment, they don't come home alone. So really, there's never really going to be a
Safety,
time.
but at the same time, it's headache. Because my daughter rings me every day.
Oh, okay,
As soon as
okay.
she reaches in,
Yeah,
the phone rings, and I'm like, "What drama is it now?"
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And is it basic stuff? What is it? What
Basic
kind of stuff?
Oh, Mum, on your way home, could you stop in the shop and
Get
I
some
think I
waffles.
need. Oh, Mum, I need white pea socks. This week it's been white pea socks, black socks, and a Pritt stick. That was the
Pritt stick.
Pritt stick for her homework.
Wow.
So she just knows what time I'm leaving work at 1:45.
Yeah.
I get a phone call. I need.
send a text.
Send a text.
Get me these stuff now.
All right, so look, the one of the final things I want to talk about. In fact, did I send you guys the clip of that woman in Nepal who got run down on the path? Did you see that? Did I send it to you?
I can't watch those videos.
Nah,
They're very
that was
disturbing.
joke. So basically, it was only this morning I saw it online, yeah? There was a clip of a woman. She sounded like she was from up north, like Leeds or something like that. So in this footage, yeah, the woman's running down the path. There's like a young boy in front of her running, yeah? And she turns around and there's basically a Nepalese woman throwing rocks at her. And then like, is basically trying to lick her with some stick, yeah?
Yeah.
And it turns out this woman's like hiking in Nepal. She's in the mountains. She's gone to this woman's tea shop. And the woman's tried to charge her 150 rupees, yeah, for a cup of tea, which is about £1.07. No, fam, £1.07. Yeah. This woman's basically said. Apparently, she said, "Oh, that's like a lot more than we normally pay." And apparently, this woman's flipped out, yeah, and run her down. And basically said, like, she's kind of just saying that, like, you're a tourist, you're English, you're rich, like.
I
Basically,
think what the woman was doing was taking pictures of the tea shop.
yeah.
Which I think she was then planning to post and be like, "Do not come
Yeah,
here." Come on now.
I think there's more to it
There's
than
more
we
to
saw in
it.
it.
There's
Do
more
you know what I'm
to it,
saying?
yeah.
And the way she was pleading with the woman as well, like she was like, "No, please, like."
Yeah.
I think the woman, I know that she did something to violate that woman, innit? And you know what? Put all of that aside. When you're a tourist, I think you have got to appreciate when you go to people's countries. Yeah.
Yeah.
People are a lot less fortunate than us a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So to pay £1.07 for a cup of tea instead of 30 or 40p.
I would give her £2.
You're on holiday.
Yeah.
You're on holiday. You're abroad. Like, you can see the setup. This woman's got her own rural place in the mountains. She's just trying to feed her family. Like, just pay the money. And if you don't want to pay the money, don't pay the money. But just don't try and disrespect the place.
Yeah.
Because I think that sometimes people from the West, and I'll say the West, because there was that case with that American guy who went to North Korea and he tried to take down a poster or some shit. Do you remember hearing about that? And he got locked
gravy,
up.
that, innit?
He got like hard labor for like 10 years or something. Yeah. But a lot of us from the West, people just feel entitled, yeah. We go to these countries and we think, oh, like we're British or we're like, you can't do nothing. Yo, a lot of these countries, they're not playing, you know.
They don't like Americans or English people.
No.
They just tolerate you till you hand over your money. And if you're not going to hand over £1.07 for a cup of tea, when you're happy to hand over £2.50 or £3.50 for a cup of tea in the UK,
Yeah. And that's the thing. How much is it at Starbucks? It's like £3.50 minimum.
yeah, for a shit cup of tea. And I bet that was
People go
proper
there every
leaf.
day, like
Yeah.
it's a must. Like,
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
But I think when you go abroad as well, you've got to be very careful. Like, you got to remember, you're not at home.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? Me and my friends, we went away. And when I read that's the first thing I thought of. We went away on holiday, walking through, going to look at, we were in Rhodes.
Okay.
And there was this man, he's doing the garden work around this Rhodes city, right?
Yeah.
So we're there walking, he's watering the plants, but the way he stood, it looked like he's going toilet in it because you see the water coming out.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
he
yeah.
got the hose like this.
Yeah,
and there's
yeah,
some bush there.
Yeah.
So we start busting up in it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking, what they laughing at? So I look, but he started busting up. The man went mad. The man came after us and he started going in. Racial slurs, everything.
Oh shit.
I was stood there like, he was, and the thing about it, you could see the rage in his face.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
how
yeah.
dare you laugh at me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Obviously, he didn't realize we were looking at the picture of, not the picture, but what we could
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
He thought we were laughing at him working.
Yeah.
Yeah. The man went, he was going in. I thought he's going to lick down one of us in a minute. Nobody's here to save us. How do you call the police?
Yeah, yeah,
What's
yeah.
going to happen? But some Polish guys came and just calmed him down and was like, no, and kind of diffused
Wow.
it. I started bawling.
Yeah, you thought he was gonna do something
I
though.
thought he was going to do something. Plus, I've
he was
never
gonna wet
had
you.
that kind of attack on me before racially.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
in my
yeah,
face, I
yeah.
was like, so now I just think to myself, yeah, just like, I know it was jokes at the time, but
Yeah.
it turned into something that wasn't.
Wow.
Wasn't, but when I seen that, that's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
You know?
When you had an experience with a local who got
Flashback.
switched. Yeah. Now, I fortunately, I think one time in Thailand still, I had an experience where like, we was in a bar and like, actually, do you know what? This is bad. We were buying this bottle of, I think it's whiskey they sell over there in the bars. And they tried to overcharge us. Fucking hell, But you know, it wasn't one of them ones where it was no camera phone and all that. We was just like, nah, like that's a bit much. That's more than that. Yo, this woman in there flipped, innit? She was going on like she wanted to fight us.
Yeah.
So like it was what.
How much was it? Can I ask?
Bro, I can't even remember, bro. The thing's called the drink's called bro, I can't remember what it's called. It's whiskey though. It's whiskey. I can't remember what it's called. But it was about double the price of what other places had charged.
Yeah.
But this woman though, I mean, forget about that. But the woman flipped, like, and it was one of them ones where you're like, "Why are you flipping for?" Like, we're just talking. It wasn't even that. She was on it. She was on
They
ours,
get
bro.
mad. They get mad
She
because
weren't
they
playing.
think you're going to give up publicity about their place. And, do you know what I mean?
She weren't
But
playing.
I reckon maybe what they should do is put their prices up when it's peak season
Yeah.
and then drop them down. No one can argue that
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
same
yeah,
price
yeah.
for everyone. Do you know what I mean?
I feel I've got to just say something on the car. I've not really had that experience because everywhere I go around the world, everyone knows who I am, apart from this one time. I went to New York with my brother and we went to go and watch a fight, and we've gone into this bar and we've ordered the drinks, which are pretty expensive in New York, I found back at the time. And we're there drinking the drinks, and we were going to order another round of drinks, and the girl comes up to us and goes, "Is everything all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" She goes, "Well, you haven't given me a tip yet." And I was like, "What?" I said, "Do you know who I am?" This is no lie. This is no lie. This is no lie. You can ask, listen, I said, "Do you know who I am? I'm someone here who's come in for a very important business deal, and you're asking me about a tip. I haven't even finished drinking in there yet." I said, "Where's your manager? Call him over here." So she went and got her manager, and I said, "Look, I'm here on very important business here. Very important business. You might not know who I am, but this girl here has told me about she wants a tip after the first drinks that we've got, and I'm planning on staying here near enough the whole night. I feel very uncomfortable now, and I think I'm probably going to leave and not leave her a tip." And he was really apologetic and gave us, basically, me and my brother, loads of drinks. Drinks are fucking expensive, but gave us loads of drinks. But that's, you know what I mean? That's American.
Hold on, let me just ask them. Let me just ask.
Americans think that we English people
Are tight.
tight.
Yeah, but would you have tipped though? Would you have tipped if
Yeah,
that
of
didn't
course,
happen?
that's standard. I tip anyway.
'Cause
10%. Anywhere I go, restaurant, whatever, I tip minimum 10% of whatever
Yeah.
the bill
Do
is.
you know what, Shani? I know that they think that of British people, but what I would say from my experience in America though, the service level is high though.
Yeah.
The service standard is high. It's higher than the UK from my perspective.
Yeah,
like
yeah, definitely.
they do. I don't know. Maybe they do a little too much, but they do a lot. They do. It does seem like they deserve the tip then.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't.
She was screwing in it.
Yeah.
She's used to getting a couple $dollars probably on every
but
time
they
she
tip.
serves.
That's the thing. think they tip and they tip heavy.
Yeah.
Because I've had tips from them before, and I'm just like, rah.
Yeah.
Is that, am I supposed to take that? I see it on the side. Did they leave that in there for me?
Yeah.
And you go away and come back, it's still there. Yeah, they have actually checked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is mine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They do tip heavy. They leave all their change, including the notes. Like anything English, they'll even be like,
That's
you
decent,
know.
though.
So I think they kind of expect that.
Yeah. In return, isn't
In
it?
return, but nah, not here, mate. That ain't gonna work.
It's not the same. I always tip though. Like whenever I go to a restaurant, I always tip. I do know somebody out there, I'm not even gonna bait him up on camera, but he never tips, bruv. Never, no matter how good the service is, bruv, he doesn't tip. And he always talks about that scene from Reservoir Dogs. You know that film where he says about, like why do people tip people in restaurants but not the people in McDonald's when they work just as hard? And I'm like, yo, just shut the fuck up and just tip the fucking person. You get what I mean? But this guy's mad tight, innit? But I do like to tip. I like it. I like it still.
I can't say I like to tip.
Nah, I do, bro.
If the service is good, then I will tip. But
Yeah.
if the service ain't good, minimum 10%.
Minimum 10%, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, if I've had a bad
Alright.
dinner, no one ain't getting nothing. You're lucky if I'm paying the bill.
Yeah. It's true.
Do you know what I mean?
10%'s a lot, you know. In England, 10%'s a lot, bruv. Like,
Yeah,
normally
that
I would
is.
imagine when you go out, like when I go out, I'm paying for my whole family,
Yeah.
So 10% is going to be at least £10 normally. Like roughly
that's a decent,
7 to 10
That's
pounds.
decent
Bruv,
for a service.
I normally leave about £3-4 pounds.
Yeah,
bruv.
I leave about £3-4.
Yeah, I leave about £3-4 pounds.
Wow.
I know you ain't leaving no £10 either, bruv. Don't even be fronting, fam.
I said 10%.
Okay.
So if me and Tan go out,
Yeah.
our meals are about 80 quid.
Yeah.
So they're getting £8, and then Tan will add the 2.
Okay. He's sick. Alright, well look, I'm not, I don't know. 10% is very nice.
That's minimum though. Standard. So people make sure minimum 10% tipping, please.
Alright, well look, there's one more topic I want to talk about. I know like it's gone past 10, but I just want to keep it rolling a little bit longer, yeah? So this is something that I saw on, I think it's like Points West or one of them programs the other day. Nah, bruv. When I saw it, I thought I want to talk about it on the show, yeah? So apparently they was asking people in public what they felt about same-sex couples on Strictly Come Dancing. What do you think about same-sex couples on Strictly Come Dancing, boy? Do you think that people, do you think that it should be all that way, or like what do you think?
When they say, what do they mean, like mixed couples? So you've got same-sex couples, man and a man, a woman and a woman and a man, kind of thing on Strictly? Then I ain't got a problem with that.
Okay. What do you think, Shani?
I think they're asking the question too late, to be
Yeah.
honest. It's out there, isn't it? It's in the adverts, it's everywhere, you know. And I think people that still bring up these questions are just small-minded, trying to keep something rustling that don't need to be rustled anymore. Do you know what I mean?
So do you think that's what we're going to see soon?
It's there.
But you reckon we're going to start seeing it?
It's
Well,
coming.
you reckon?
When you hear these things, it's
Yeah,
coming.
it's true,
I read
it's
up
true.
on it today. They said for the Christmas special.
That's what they're going to have?
Yeah, somebody's already said that they want to dance with the same sex. So they're just trying to rustle feathers. Like, put it away, man. Like, do you know what I mean? It's out there.
No
Yeah.
one cares.
Yeah, nobody don't care
No one
anymore.
cares.
You should have seen it. It was good. It was good watching it, though. Because
What are your thoughts?
my thoughts are, I personally, I'm a bit traditional with it, yeah? I think that women and men have got different physical attributes, and I think the union from a dance perspective is good. Like, a man's got a certain type of strength, and a man typically will move a certain way, and a woman will have a certain type of strength and move a different way. So I just like that union. Me, I'm traditional with it, yeah? I would prefer to just see a man and a woman. That's me. I'm not saying it's wrong to do it any other way, but just me being honest, I think like aesthetically when I look at the picture, I would prefer to see a man and a woman. And for those reasons I said, I just think a man moves in a certain way and a woman moves in a certain way, and I just think it looks good together. That's me. And it is out there.
There's some dudes out there moving like women though.
Okay.
There's some
Maybe.
guys out there, like male dancers, that dance like women and probably dance better than women do in heels and stuff.
Okay, I've never
I've
seen
seen
that.
some dance choreography, and they can dance.
Yeah, no, that's not from me. That's not the. I'm not saying they can or cannot dance. I just like the traditional male and female. I like to watch that.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't even
look
watch
at-
Ricky though.
Look
I
at
didn't even watch
flipping,
that.
what you call it? Torval and Dean. That was same sex, isn't it?
No,
The ice skaters.
Torville and Dean. What are you chatting about? That was a man and a
That's a
woman,
man
bro.
and woman.
Shut up.
Look at this guy,
Oh, please.
idiot.
Are you stupid?
No,
It's
you
a
are.
man and a woman.
Don't listen to him, Shani.
I
He's
think
trying to
this
wind
kind
you.
of things, yeah, just kind of. What it's taught me as a mum
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
is to give your children the right answers because they're gonna see
Yeah.
and they're gonna act.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just to get as much knowledge as you can before you answer your children because we're the ones that are actually teaching them.
Yeah.
And that's whatever we tell them, that's gonna be their outlook on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
you just got to know you got the right information before you answer
Yeah.
your child.
I think that's a really good point, actually.
Yeah.
And I think that as it's, people's different perspectives are so out there in society, we are
Yeah.
going to start getting asked. Like, I haven't had a conversation, I can hand on heart say, I have never had that type of conversation with my child. I can't remember ever sitting in front of a television and seeing something that was unusual enough for my child to ask me a question about it. I can't
Yeah.
remember actually going through that. I mean, maybe that's something that's going to come in the future.
Yeah.
And if, like we're talking about, they are looking at introducing, and you're right, they ain't going to ask the question unless they're planning on doing it. Because
Yeah.
I'm sure the majority of people are going to say, yeah, why
Well,
not?
sometimes they ask the question. My daughter we were watching that, what's it, Don't Tell the Bride. And it was two women in it.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So my daughter, this was years ago, she was 11 at the time. We're watching it, Kiss the Bride.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey? And she looked at me and I was thinking, what's going on? She's like, can women be gay as well, Mum? And
Yeah.
I thought, how come you don't know that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, yeah. But I automatically thought she knew.
Yeah.
Now my next daughter
Yeah.
can tell you anything. Because
Okay.
she's 6 years on
Yeah.
and she's obviously seen more because there's more on telly.
Yeah, yeah,
Do
yeah.
you know what I mean? So you gotta think about what you're gonna tell them,
Yeah.
and you also gotta work out what they already know.
Yeah, yeah, because I don't think, like, it's out there, but I don't necessarily think every kid's clocking what it is
No,
going
it's
on,
out
really.
there. It's out there.
Do you know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's out there, but
No, they know.
I don't know. Maybe,
You'll be
yeah.
shocked. I'm telling you.
It might depend on age groups then.
Yeah.
It probably depends on
But they
age
start
groups.
teaching it all different in school now, mind.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because in primary school, it used to be like the last year you done your little sex education.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They start swindling it
shit.
in from like year one now.
Oh,
and they
okay.
start it off like relationships, friendships,
Okay.
boundaries.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
by the time they reach junior last year,
Yeah,
they know what
they're
what-
tuned in.
they
I mean,
know.
I just want to clarify, like, I've not got a problem with anybody's choice, and I think everybody deserves to make their own choice and live their life how they wish to, and that's, I'm not against that. But yeah, I just think on this particular, when I watched it, I watched a lot of people's feedback. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I just felt like my opinion was I just prefer the traditional union. But
I don't know, because
Yeah.
like there's loads of same sex relationships in a lot of shows that we've been brought up on as well. You can even go as far back as Brookside. They used to have a same sex relationship, so it's
Ooh,
something that
I can't remember that.
Yeah,
the
there was.
two girls.
There was
One
in
was
Brookside.
ginger hair with like curly
Because it was
ginger
a
hair.
big controversy at
Yeah.
first. Like, how have they got that?
Was that in the
on
90s?
Yeah, it'll be the 90s.
Brookside's been gone for, I can't even
Is
remember
it
that.
90? It might be. Yeah,
But yeah,
probably
they
90s.
started touching on things like in TV soaps.
You
way
got to,
back
because
then.
there's too many. There's a lot of people out there that are gay and are lesbians, and they feel like they're alone. So to have these things on TV kind of brings them out to show that other people that these things do go on. So it's a
But
good
then I think
it's a
there's
good
lot
thing
of
in a
things
way.
as well. It's okay to bring it out and for people to be able to express themselves from all different communities and all different groups. But I think what gets lost is tradition, and there are people that are traditional. And ballroom dancing, you're going to get a lot of older people that do that and want to watch it, and you know what older people are like, they're more small-minded and closed-minded about these things. Do you know what I mean? So I think sometimes they need to take everybody's view in before they start changing up stuff.
The thing
as well.
is that a lot of ballroom male dancers are actually a lot of ballroom dancers are gay.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Okay.
A lot of the dancers are gay. So
Yeah, I mean,
just try something new, innit?
more power to them. More power to them.
But if they do it, I'll watch it.
I don't watch it anyway. But I just thought it's an interesting question still. And maybe they know their target audience. Like maybe whoever watches that. Because even talking about Brookside and soap, like I don't, like in my household, we don't sit down, like when we was kids, we'd sit down and watch Brookside with our family, we'd watch EastEnders. That doesn't happen in my house. Do you know what I mean? Like we eat dinner together, but we don't sit down and watch no programs together. So it's all the experience I think is a bit different. Like my youngest son, he's tuned into Netflix. So when he wants to watch Netflix, he goes onto the kids part and he watches certain programs.
Anime.
Not anime. But like,
what's anime?
He's a basketball player now, so he's gonna have to watch anime.
Nah, I'm not. I'm talking about my youngest.
What's
son.
anime?
Junior watch anime. It's manga.
Oh,
remember manga?
God, please.
Like animation.
Not my thing at all.
They'll like it.
Yeah, not in my yard.
Lord of mercy.
And when did it get changed to that name?
A time ago,
Is
probably
it?
like 10 years ago. I think manga folded.
Okay.
And we got turned over to Thingy Roll. What time you got?
Time. Quarter past 10.
Yo,
What do you reckon? It's time to wrap up?
it's time to wrap up, bro.
Time to wrap up. Well, look, from me, I just want to say thanks to everybody who's tuning in. I want to say thanks and a big up to this week's guest, Greg Streete. I want to say thank you, big up to Shani.
Thank you, guys.
Shani
It's been a
came
pleasure.
through, tore it down.
my cousin.
Seen all the good comments in the comment section. So please, guys, let Shani know if you liked her. And basically, what we'll do is that, like I said, we are going to rotate it. But there's no reason why, if you enjoyed yourself and the people, I mean, there's no reason why you can't come back again in the future, man. It's an open door
I would
policy.
love to.
Yeah, you
Thank
enjoyed
you.
it.
Yeah, thank you very much for the invite. It's been lovely.
It was easy, innit?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Wicked. All right, good. All right, boy. Well, another show. I hope everybody has a good week. Please share the show. I want to say big up to all of our sponsors. So Super Tonic, Ambition Fitness, Plug King, Word Life, the Golden Walk Takeaway, and Create World, innit? I remember them all in the end. Big up to all of you guys. And Barn, close us out, bro.
I don't even want to touch this. Is it on, yeah?
It's on.
Yeah, when you see me walking down the street, yeah, real talk this is. And I'm looking left, I'm looking right. I'm like, is that a bird? Is that a plane? It's Greg Streete, man.
And it's like that. Positive energy. Calm. Positive, calm. Yeah. You see me, might sound hard than a trap, but I ain't gonna talk no gibberish. I'll talk facts about how we've all been lied to, but we don't care about that. Constant distractions, all setbacks with iPhones and iPads, all that crap. Can't get rid of it, even though at times I'm a hypocrite, struggling, but I never tell myself I'm gonna quit. League on my own, I'm hardly seen around, and that goes. Third eyes open like nobody knows I'm crazy. The most people don't know, so I speak my mind, cause that's what I chose. When I talk real talk, then I explode, cause I got a lot to say, cause I know not just that, the feelings inside most. Like, it's positive energy. I'm about that positive energy. I know that positive energy, that's what I'm bringing, and that's what I'm meant to be. It's all about positive energy. Yeah, positive energy. Yeah, positive energy, that's what I'm on, and that's what I'm meant to be. I'm about that positive energy. I know that positive